Greetings, my noble knights. It is I, Blaze Templar, and today we are actually working with a new team, if you will, which actually I've had for a while, as it kind of shows about a week. So regardless, let's just get right into this. This is actually a hyper-offensive Ubers team with only one kind of bulky attacker, and that being Primal Groudon. It's also our Stealth Rocker, go figure. Outside of that, the team is basically, let's hit as hard and as quickly as we can, let's just get in and out, and so games should not last terribly long. So, I'll go over those Pokemon as they come in. And anyway, gonna lead with Kyurem Right. It is a choice spec set. New Clef Key was likely, as I don't have a Defogger or Rapid Spinner, and he goes for the Spikes, and I'm just gonna go straight for the Fusion Flare. There's no way Clef can lift one of those. So I thought maybe he was also going to be running a Focus Sash. Not the case. In comes Lando. I don't want to stay in and take like an Earth Power or something. And so I'm just going to go right my own Lando. Predicting the ground attack doesn't happen. He's going to knock me off, which means he would be Scarfed, but obviously he's not. More likely Speed type because, again, we're both the same speed stat and all that. Hidden Power Ice doesn't quite take him out because he knocks off my Life Orb. But now I'm just going to U-turn, don't want to stay in and mess around with the Pheromosa. Ice Beam is so likely, and I can go into my own Pheromosa, and I am running max speed again, as this is a hyper-offensive team, and Pheromosa having speed stat is kind of nice. Anyway, gonna launch here, and on this battle I actually forgot to have the item on this Pokemon, which was going to be my Z move user. I don't usually run Z moves, but it actually works out quite nicely for Pheromosa. In comes Xerneas, and this is why I wanted Z move, Poison Z. Would have been a 2-hit KO between it and another Poison Jab, and you actually can outspeed Xerneas at +1 speed, which is pretty awesome. So, I'm going to go for a second Poison Jab, and he's going to be able to take me out. Unfortunate, but with Xerneas so weakened, and I have, of course, Arceus with the extreme speed, no problems there. We can just E-speed take it out, and that puts us in a much better situation. Now he's going to go into Pheromosa, but here's the thing: Arceus, Adamant Arceus with extreme speed, just destroys Pheromosa at full health. So yeah, no, I just go for the E-speed and get that, and Arceus Poison, I'm not too worried about. I can Swords Dance and then Earthquake. So I should be able to take it out with one Swords Dance boost and Earthquake, no problem. I go for that. Turns out he is a pretty bulky Arceus, able to barely take it. And so I'm going to have to finish it off with the E-Speed. A little unfortunate, but at this point Arceus will be able to finish up everything. And I know others call him Arceus. I don't care. Anyway, E-Speed's going to take it out, and that will be game. And why do I not care? Quite frankly, because even the Pokemon Company can't decide. So, yeah. Anyway, next game. And this one was a bit of an odd game because he was only running like a couple of different Ubers. When I'm looking at the team, Darkrai, Salamence, Mega, and of course, Aegislash are all Uber. But let's go ahead and get right into this. And again, we're going to go kind of slow because talking through. Lando, Incarnate, really good Pokemon, Hidden Power Ice with the Life Orb. No problem taking out a Salamence. And it's not even Mega, so yeah, that's a guaranteed. Anyway, in comes Darkrai. I know it's faster, or at least Speed type. I'd have to check to make sure. And I don't really have anything to switch into it, Dark Void or Hypnosis, that I want to go to sleep, so I decided to leave Lando in and just U-turn and see what happens. If I don't get put to sleep, this is a perfect opportunity for me to go right into Pheromosa and go for the lunge, take out the Darkrai, no problem, get a speed boost. Really not needed, but hey. And in comes Gardevoir, and we do have the Poisonium Z, so yeah, no. It's not going to take a Acid Downpour. And even as a Mega, it would not have taken one. Bit surprised he wasn't Mega Gardevoir, but whatever. In comes Aegislash, and I know the King Shield is incoming. So, perfect time to bring in Groudon. And of course, King Shield fails when you're going up against Groudon, switching in like that, and that will be game as well. Honestly, at that point, Groudon could have swept the rest of his team. Earthquake takes out the Aegislash. Overheat takes out the Decidueye. That took a moment to remember. And of course, Stone Edge just destroys Volcarona, so overall, no problems there. It just was a really quick cleanup. A little weird that I was getting a team that was so kind of lacking in Ubers on the ladder at that point. Anyway, looks like we're actually on the top. Let's go ahead and switch that around real quick and get into the last game that I had recorded with this team recently. And of course, Groudon's going to be our lead. I know Marowak hits like a nuke, but I just really want to use Groudon for the Stealth Rock. Outside of that, Groudon's just kind of utility. It's various things, and I don't really see Groudon doing too much in this game. And just getting the damage off, I don't really care if Groudon goes down. So Boomerang will take us out. And now we can go into Lando Incarnate. Just go for the Hidden Power Ice. Marowak goes down. Life Orb, of course. Sheer Force, Life Orb, pretty cool combination. In comes Xerneas, thinking it's been set up, but no, Sludge Wave. It's a nice thing to have two Poison-type moves for, because so many Xerneas run around in Ubers. Anyway, in comes Circuitry. We outspeed it unless it's Scarfed, and just Earth Power, it just gets destroyed. Exactly what happens. And then he goes into Lucario, which I know after it Megas, its base fade is 110, which is the same as Landorus Incarnate, so at worst, it's a speed tie. So I can win this. And even if he does manage, if he doesn't Ice Punch, I should be able to take one hit. Even with the adaptability boost. Anyway, he Megas and gets the speed. He wins the speed tie. Gets a boost to his special attack, but Earth Power is going to take out the Lucario. No problem whatsoever. He needed to take me out one hit. Didn't get that. In comes Arceus, and I don't really want to switch into anything. He's just going to E-Speed. He's kind of surprised that Landorus survived that, but that's the thing about Ubers. They survive with just a smidgen. Now we can low kick. Arceus is just going to get obliterated by it. Kind of one of the reasons why you run low kick over high jump kick in Ubers. There's a lot of heavy things that just get crushed. And Groudon, incredibly heavy, so we can low kick. Not going to take it out, of course, but it does do a good little chunk of damage. He's going to retaliate with a Fire Punch, take us out in return. Shut up, Windows. And then we go into Kyurem White, and Earth Power is going to flatten it. No problem whatsoever. That's his specs. Earth Power off of base 170. Yeah, no, we're fine. And so that was game. And so, yeah, a lot of games only lasted about 10 turns, so it's a really fun team. It's incredibly hard, and just lets you get in and out. I'll have to move this team over from the Chromebook because it's actually a lot of fun. That's kind of how I play nowadays. I play on the Chromebook, and if the team's good enough, I'll move it over to the tower where I do more work with it. And I think this team has kind of proven itself as pretty fun. I didn't record all the battles with it, of course, but these were some I thought were kind of neat because they just kind of showed how offensively effective they were. They have a lot of offensive pressure, and in Ubers, that can be really good. Anyway, that is about all I have for the moment, but we will have more battles in the near future and all that. So I will see you then. Goodbye.